Hey, what's good, everyone? Lamar here. Both watching an episode of Jupiter's Legacy. This is Season 1, Episode 5, What's the Use? And a quick recap of what happened last episode. We got more of Utopian or Sheldon's backstory. Basically, trying to figure out where he had to go. He had to go to this random place that had a windmill with missing 3 blades. And basically meeting Red Foreman. And him telling him that, he's not crazy, there's something else happening, and there's something else involved, but he didn't want to tell him about it. It was actually really weird. After he shot himself in the head, he was like, okay, he's gone. Now, Sheldon basically has to say, okay, what I'm going to do here, what I'm going to have to figure out, and they end up going into the basement through a trap door, and it was actually interesting because it was a spot where, at this table, and I guess he had a vision of who the members of the Union of Justice is going to be. So I think that was the big starter. I think those are people he's going to invite to this trip to take to this island because I don't know man is anything else. It's like Kurt Wood or Kurt Smith? Kurtwood Smith? I think that's the name. Kurtwood Smith, yeah. Basically Red. Red essentially told him about this place. It's like a place where there's something there in the ocean. There's some place that you gotta go, and he remembers seeing it in his mind. But I guess he got to take his friends and some other people, friends and family, together to go to this spot to try to figure out what's on this island. I guess that's where it's going. That's my assumption, because it was just really odd how they're putting it all together. But it's just, what do you do in those times? It's really interesting as well. And then you have the current time where you have Chloe being an addict and basically snorting anything that's not laid down. Because I mean, you found a random bag of stuff, and your response was like, "Let me taste it. Hey, I can snort this. Snort, snort, snort." And I don't like addicts. I have a thing. I do not like addicts. It's a personal thing with me and family stuff. I do not like addicts. So seeing that was very annoying. But trying to understand where she's going, because I didn't understand why she liked this. I don't get it. I don't get why she liked this. And I can't figure that out. Maybe there's a point because they can't live up to her mom, they can't live up to her dad, they can't live up to her family, and maybe that's because she doesn't want to be like the Union of Justice kind of situation. He was just to do her own thing, which I can understand, but I don't understand why you have to go to those things. I don't get it. And I will not get it. So no matter what happens, I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. No. No. So she snorted all this stuff, and the teleporting guy with the teleporting stick, he has come back basically over her, and she's passed out. She was supposed to be kicked out of her. Well, she lost her job. She was going to lose her apartment, but her friends were there to do time things on the door, on the wall to stop it. And I get that some people, they try to use her because, hey, I'll be your friend if you can help me get into the Union. But I don't know how many other powered people are there. Do you have normal powered people, or is it just in a certain families they have powered people, or was it? I gotta figure out where is everyone getting these powers from. Hopefully it'll be from this trip that eventually I'm assuming they have to go on, and then they pass it down the line or something like that in some way. I have no idea. But trying to figure this all out, even the landlord couldn't really kick her out because she's got powers and she's dangerous. It's the same thing with the person who was in charge of, I guess, the manager, the project manager, or the production manager, and she's she's kind of be a bitch too, but it's weird. It's weird, but you can't really try to piss a person off who has powers. It's not smart. So it's a lot of things that just intertwining and just trying to figure out where this stance is and why is she like this. I'm not there yet. So hopefully we figure out these episodes. Hopefully you'll tell me what's going on, and hopefully I figure more of this stuff out. But anyway, I am interested to see where this episode is going. So as always, let's go.
Sometimes I feel like I'm at odds with the whole world.
What's that?
Things with Grace are strained. Chloe is out of control. She blames me for, I don't know, everything, I guess.
I didn't ask to be your daughter, and I sure as shit didn't ask for your gifts.
Brandon killed Black Star. 78% of the country agrees with them. 78% of the country believes that the code I've lived by my whole life is somehow meaningless. So, cover it.
Any thoughts on why that number means so much to you?
Because what's the use in doing good if nobody perceives it that way? Huh?
Do you remember when this notion of doing good became so important in your life?
I was going to reverse the sins of my father by being everything that he was not.
Okay.
By being good.
Turns out the Fairmont is run by the mob. What?
I'm sorry, Jane.
You're home now. That's all that matters.
Oh.
Somebody close.
Sheldon.
It's always somebody close. So, Fairmont's off the table?
Oh, that's such a gorgeous face. Miriam was right about that.
You hear that? They're ringing.
Maybe you can talk me down.
You know where to go. You know it. 34. They're waiting for you. 47. Sheldon. Time's running out. 16.
Sheldon?
Find us. Sheldon. We're waiting. We're waiting.
That looking bad. Parking lot?
Death Watch.
Yep, she overdosed. Whoa, he took her?
You took something that doesn't belong to you.
And what are you gonna do about it, asshole?
Hey, what happened? Tractor conk out again?
Hey! I just wanted to get my hands dirty.
Well, why don't I just get Brandon down to help?
He's not here.
You have patrol?
I sent him to the union to see Black Star's autopsy.
Oh, did you?
He needs to see that there are consequences to his actions.
This isn't a lesson. This is a punishment.
Since when are those two things mutually exclusive?
Sheldon, I just don't understand how rubbing his nose in it is gonna make it better.
He's not a puppy. Okay, he needs to learn about responsibility and accountability. We're not just raising a son.
Yeah, well, we're also raising a human being. Sometimes I just think that you forget that those two things aren't mutually exclusive.
Oh my god, what is this guy?
Brandon! Mr. Wolf. Ah, Barnabas, please. We're practically family. If your mother had any sense, you'd be calling me Daddy.
Can we just skip being an asshole? Get to it, Barnabas.
Oh, don't make me turn your clothes to steam, Walter. Nobody needs to see your sad little schwanz. Hello, lovelies!
So what is his powers?
Please. Everyone, please, stand back.
So what is his powers exactly?
Large intestine, 7,200 grams. Jesus, he's a big mother.
That's just settling.
I mean, you don't put it in a glass, first of all. You just weigh it. You weigh it by yourself. You don't put it in a glass.
What the hell is that? Barnabas. One moment. That's interesting. Oh, now that's different. Wait. There's something else. Something inside.
Watch. This is Dad's watch.
You were right, George. The farmhouse is all real. It was written on the family's table in the cellar.
It's longitude and latitude.
It's the Atlantic Ocean. There's something out there, George. That's what I think all of this is about. The farmer's family was sitting down there, sitting around an old table. This is real, George. I'm not crazy. Something's, I don't know, calling to me. To all of us. All of us. Yes. The farmer's dead family. Suddenly they weren't there anymore. And sitting around the table was Walt, a kid from the mill, the woman reporter who wrote the article about Dad, captain of a ship. And the other one, I don't know. But then there was you, George. You were there.
And we were dead.
George.
No,
But we were sitting in the same place as the dead
I
people.
know. Everything that I've been seeing, I think that it's all part of some kind of a puzzle, some kind of a test. It's all leading to this. Will you help me?
What would you do if I came to you with a story like this?
Well, I don't want to believe you. Because you're my friend, and you always will be.
Then there's your answer.
But in your line of work, there is a 100% certainty that your adversaries will attempt to rob you of your life. And we can agree on that, yes?
Oh, yeah, Jack. I think you know we can.
Good. Now, in any other similar field, the military or law enforcement, for example, one has the right to kill in self-defense or in the protection of others. But for the members of your union of justice, when they are faced with the equivalent threat, they must remember the code, which is another way of remembering you.
Do not let our anger get the best of us. So I'm just a giant narcissist. Is that what you're saying?
No. You're just hoping to stay alive in the minds of the people you love. Where your father couldn't.
They're exactly the same.
It's
Identical
not
in every
his
way.
Dad's watch.
How is that even possible?
Well, I can read minds. You shoot fire out of your eyes, so there's that.
What about this thing?
But the way it's constructed, the tech, the design, only one man on the planet could have built it. George.
Skyfox.
Guy Fox?
Why would
Oh,
George
that
wanna
guy's
kill us now
dad.
after all these years?
And why hide all of this stuff inside a copy of Black Star?
None of it makes any sense.
George always liked puzzles. I'm sure he loves being the only one who knows the punchline here.
Well, it's not like we can ask him. We spent years looking for him and never got close.
Maybe there's someone who can help us.
You sure it's there?
It's not basically similar, right? The same kind of material.
We need to talk.
Iowa. He's just gonna fly to you. Yep.
Home. I said we need to talk. It's about your father.
Yeah. Interesting. And that's his dad. Huh.
Come on, Grace, be
Oh,
reasonable.
come on, Grace. Shove it up your ass, Larry, and don't stop until the shit hits your brain, if there's room for any more up there. Oh, what are you eyeballing, chipmunk?
Oh, he got fired.
Look, I probably would have done the same, only less politely. I've seen you in the society pages. You look better in black and white.
I like her.
Well, get a good look, fellas, because she's out the door.
You quit?
That's one version. The other is hard times aren't just for capitalists. So they had to cut the staff by one because I'm a dame in a skirt and not some sap with a penis to swing around.
Debatable.
Miss Kennedy, if you could just give us I'd like to offer you a job.
Me?
I had the same reaction.
I'm mounting an expedition, and I would like you to come along to chronicle everything that happens.
An expedition to where?
Well, it's...
What does it matter? You get the scoop of a lifetime. Why don't you let Larry choke that down?
Why me?
That's complicated.
Dumb it down.
I had a vision.
Of a better future for you. So what's it gonna be? You gonna stand there with your trash can, or you gonna show these men what a gal like you can really do?
Interesting. Someone's right. Good.
Grace. I've always preferred you in red. Oh.
Barnabas, you're lucky I like red. Well, I think we're done here. The union thanks you for your assistance. I think you know your way out.
Actually, Walter's invited me to stay.
Has he?
There's a chance I can get inside Black Star's mind. Search his memories.
How? He's dead.
I might be able to reanimate parts of his hippocampus and cortex if Barnabas can reconstruct the affected regions. In translation, you need me.
You can hit him.
What the hell are you doing here? I need people that I can count on.
And where would you be going once you leave Morocco?
Well, it's...
Well, we can't tell you that.
Why not?
So we don't know.
Because then everybody would be trying to beat us there.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'll pay you. 6 months. Whatever you would have made at the mill.
Yeah, plus, whatever we find where we're going will be a fair split. Right down the line.
Fair split.
Is it dangerous?
No.
Well, maybe.
A little bit.
But when we find what we're looking for, we're going to be able to hire everybody back from the mill, including your dad. What do you say? Chance of a lifetime. Come on.
My family needs me right here. You know where the door is.
No. Fitzy, you don't understand.
I don't think you don't.
You heard the
don't
voice.
put your hands on me.
Sheldon,
It's the chance of a lifetime.
Okay.
Just give me a...
Come on, Sheldon.
Just get a chance of a lifetime.
Just get out of here.
Let's go.
We gotta go back in. We gotta tell him the truth.
You think that'll help? You're fitting us both for a white coat.
I'll do it. But I want my pay up front
Okay.
for my family in case anything happens.
Everything's gonna be all right, Fitz. I promise you.
Up front, all of it.
Well, what do you know? Maybe you're not daft in the head after all.
I haven't seen my father since I was 12.
You sure about that?
Yeah. My dad left before I could barely wipe my own ass. So whatever it is you think I am, it's got nothing to do with him.
You're not the only one he hurt, you know. He was my friend. More than that, he was family. I never thought that he would turn on us.
The way my mom tells it, you were the ones turned on him.
Yeah.
Are you gonna show it?
Take us to my dad.
He's not here, is he?
Told you.
Some kind of a joke.
Yeah, a big one. Every time I tell it to take me to my dad, it dumps me in another strip club.
I'd look the other way with you out of respect for who your father used to be. He reaches out, you best let me know.
I needed you, Sheldon. What do? You were running off with your pal.
Well, you have to
It's
understand.
over. You didn't show they voted us out. They're selling the company pennies on the dollar. We're lucky if we keep the house. I asked you for one thing, though, that you be here today. I need
It
it.
doesn't matter. None of it matters.
It mattered to me.
Your dad dropped in on me today. What are you doing?
This is how it always starts, you know? Friendly talk, and then bit by bit, he will intimidate the shit out of you until you realize it just isn't worth it.
He didn't come to see me about you.
He didn't?
I don't think he even knows about, whatever this is.
Well, what did he want?
Looking for my father.
So what did you tell him?
Truth. Mostly. And just so you know, your daddy doesn't scare me.
About saving the mill, Walt. This is about saving yourself.
What?
Sheldon's just trying to do the same in his own way. You really believe
That there's something out there in the middle of the ocean.
All I know is he needs this. He needs this journey to heal. Maybe he's not the only one.
Sheldon, stop. Stop. You said that everything was gonna be okay. You said that you were okay.
I am. This is real. All of it.
Did
And
you
this is
see
where she
me?
leaves. Yeah, this is where she
In the
leaves.
visions? Was I there?
Nope. Nope. Say it.
But the world never used to be so intentionally cruel. It used to be that if you gave your kids everything they needed, they'd be okay. That you protect your country, they call you a hero.
The world has always been chaos and shit, my friend. It's your beliefs that have kept you hopeful. If I'm good, bad things won't happen to me or the ones that I love. It's a construct you created a long time ago to shield yourself from reality. But reality always wins out, no matter how profoundly we rail against it.
So what are you saying? That there is no difference between right and wrong? That morality is some kind of an intellectual exercise?
No. I'm suggesting that you exist in a world of your own creation. A world of black and white, good and evil, and it has protected you for the most part. But it doesn't allow for the way the world really is, and how the majority of people live in it. In shades of gray. Well, I'm afraid we'll have to continue this next week.
Okay. Thank you, Jack. Sometimes it feels like you're the only one that I can talk to.
Isn't it interesting that the one person you come to for advice is the man who tried to kill you for 20 years?
Honestly, Jack, no one else understands me.
Dude, what?
Well, you always know where to find me.
What? Wow, that was a twist. Holy shit. That's crazy. Okay, that was episode 5, and that was a really weird twist at the end. Like, it was a criminal genius who was trying to kill him is his therapist in prison. From prison, I should say. I didn't expect that. And it's actually really interesting because it's a very interesting way of putting this. Like, this person, they did something probably horrible, but they also can help you figure out who you actually are. That's really interesting to see that. And then, yeah, learning more about the team and how the team like formed, and they would like together, and they, hey, yeah, cause I mean, I predicted, because I saw her face. I remember seeing her face. It looked like the mom. So yeah, they obviously got together. It made sense. And then like the other one has to leave. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's just figure out they're going to all go on this trip to figure out what's next. What's their next bunch of things to happen? That is actually really interesting to see. Where do you go from there? I don't know. I don't know. I find that really, really strange. But I don't know. You put all that together, and where do you go from there? Like I don't know. That's really cool though. So learning about how the Union of Justice was created. It's gonna be probably down like probably the final episode. You probably learn how the official league was created, or like some big twist of some big bad thing. And it's actually really interesting that his best friend's son is messing around with his daughter. Interesting. But they don't know where George is though. That's the thing. They don't know where George is. It's if he's alive or not. Because whenever what's his name again? I don't remember. Whenever he uses the staff or stick or whatever that thing is he uses. Because it's like the same material as that little cube thing. Like how it like operates, kind of the same thing. So I'm assuming it's like that. So to fly back into it's really interesting to see. Yeah, I can't wait to see where they're bringing this in the next bunch of episodes. How they're gonna like put this together. It's very, very cool to figure out how they're gonna move that forward. I'm super excited to see how this like lays out. I mean, eventually, Chloe's gonna have to tell the family about this if it continues. If not, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna put this all together. But yeah, like next episode should be. They're getting closer and closer to getting on the boat and going out there. So I am excited and actually really, really interested how this is put together. But yeah, this looks really cool. This was really interesting. But yeah, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, put all that stuff all down below. And as always, I'll see you later. Take it easy.